Have you ever found yourself absolutely hating a space in your home and deciding that it is finally time to transform it into something that you love? And of course, you have a light bulb moment: paint. A new color of paint will obviously fix all of your problems and make the space into something you love, finally. So you head to the hardware store, spend all this time picking out the perfect shade, finally order your paint, are shocked at how expensive a gallon of paint is these days. You push through because this will be the trick to loving your space again. You get home, you spend an hour, maybe 2 hours fighting with painter's tape, and it's finally time to actually paint. Then after about 2 days, you finally run out of paint and patience and decide it's good enough. So you move all of your furniture back, and it is time to step back and bask in the glow of your perfect new space, only to realize you still hate it. This has happened to me more than once. It can often feel like paint color is the most important choice when it comes to decorating a room. We seem to think it has this magical ability to just fix all of our problems. In fact, I feel like I regularly see influencers online preaching just that. But I am here to tell you they're wrong. So before you pick up that paintbrush, I have a few ways that you can transform your space without paint. Before we get into it, I wanted to do a huge shout out to Denio for sponsoring today's video with high quality, affordable wall art. Art can have a massive impact on any space, and Denio has hundreds of prints to choose from to bring some beautiful art into your space. We're going to talk about Denio a little bit more later in the video because they definitely can help you massively transform your space without paint. But I just want to start off things by saying thank you to them for sponsoring. Okay, let's be real. I do actually love paint, and I do truly believe that the right color choice can hugely impact a space. But over the years, I've really found that paint can be kind of a scapegoat. It can be really easy to look at a room and think that the solution to all of your problems is just a new color. But in reality, your space may have a lot of other design choices that are actually making it feel off. And changing the color just won't fix those. When a space doesn't feel right, it can be often hard to pinpoint exactly why that is. Instead of focusing on all of the things that you hate about the room, it's time to really look inward and really make sure that you know what you love. So for me, that always starts with an inspiration hunt. Scroll Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, home decor blogs, maybe even buy some fun magazines. Go on a full-blown hunt for the perfect inspiration. Of course, there's plenty of other places to also find some inspiration besides online and in magazines. Go to your local shops, especially I love a cute local boutique. Sometimes you can get decor inspiration just from them. Go to museums. Just keep your eyes open and look for whatever grabs your attention, and maybe snap a quick photo if you see something that really grabs you. Once you feel like you have a good amount of inspiration, it's time to step back and really look for patterns in that inspiration. You might notice you're drawn to light wood tones, or maybe really cozy texture, vintage touches, or bold pops of color. Maybe some things you didn't even realize that you loved. Those patterns that you notice from your inspiration will really help you guide your journey. Before you dive into redoing your space, really ask yourself, how do I want this space to feel? Cozy and warm, bright and airy, creative and energized. Let that feeling guide you more than what's trending right now. Because in the end, the best spaces are the ones that feel like home to you. Now, this is one of my favorite ways to get a really quick fix as far as transforming a space, and you've probably already done it before. It's just rearranging. Even as a teenager, I feel like I was obsessed with every couple months trying to move things around in my room and figure out that perfect setup. But rearranging really can make a huge difference. When we first moved into our house, we set up the primary bedroom in this very specific way that at the time felt like the only option. It really felt like, oh, the bed's only gonna fit in this spot, and so you kind of have to fit everything else around it. But it was just not the ideal way to set up that room. It felt really awkward when you entered the room because the bed was essentially right up against your foot, as soon as you walked in the door. Plus, there was only room for a nightstand on one side of the bed, which is just obviously not ideal. And just overall, the flow was just really poor with the bed where it was. After a couple of years of living like that, we decided like we had to figure out something else. So even though it felt a little silly at the time, we decided to try putting our bed in front of one of the dormer windows, and it completely changed the entire feeling of the space. Suddenly it felt so much bigger. We had room for nightstands on both sides, and just the entire flow of the room was so much more natural and just felt so much better. So before you go grabbing your paint, give rearranging your furniture a try. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but sometimes if you just kind of push things around and try out different stuff, you never know what you'll end up unlocking and feeling like you now suddenly live in a totally different room. Next, I want to talk about art. I truly think that people undervalue the use of art in a space, especially if you're renting or you're in a situation where it just doesn't make sense to paint anyway. Art is like your secret weapon. Some of the times that I've found myself repainting a room, I've finished and I've stepped back and realized I still hate the space. And often I ended up realizing in the end that it was just the art that was really throwing it off. Oftentimes I didn't have enough art on the wall. I feel like that's a huge problem. You definitely want to make sure that you have the right art, the right size, and the right prints for each space. And it's just crazy how sometimes once you get that right art up on your walls, it's like a whole new room. But I won't lie, art can be really hard to figure out. I even often find myself a little bit stumped on what art to put where, especially if you're trying to do a gallery wall. It can be super overwhelming to pick out multiple different prints that go together and they go with the room and they have the right frames and just all of the stuff. It's a whole project if you want to do a gallery wall, which I love. I love a good gallery wall. And that is where today's video sponsor comes in to the rescue. Denio has literally hundreds of prints and they are all so beautiful, so cute. There are so many different options and so many of them work so well together. They often put together collections so it can be really, really easy to figure out a gallery wall situation because they'll kind of just show you like, here's all the different prints that would go together really well. Plus they have tons of different frame options so you can find the perfect frame to go with your prints. Plus then you don't have to run around to a million different stores trying to find the right frame for the right print. They have everything and they can even put it together for you. That way it shows up at your doorstep literally ready to hang. We recently finished our bathroom remodel and it looks absolutely lovely. I cannot wait to share it with you guys, but I knew that there was something missing and that was art. And Denio had the perfect prints to help me put together a gallery wall for the bathroom and I just absolutely love it. It's kind of a coastal cottagecore inspired vibe and I love that they framed them for me. So literally when they showed up, all I had to do was hang them up. So before you pick up a paintbrush, make sure you check out Denio to find the perfect art for your space.
Add some amazing art to your home and use code Josie for a 50% off discount on prints, 25% on canvas, and 10% on frames from Denio until July 31st at midnight.
And thank you again to Denio for sponsoring this video. So I know I said no paint, but technically I will allow some paint, especially for renters, but honestly, even if you own your own home, really focusing more on the furniture that's in this space versus the paint color on the walls, I think can have a huge difference. Painting a piece of furniture can bring in a fun pop of color and even some pattern. You know, I love some folk art paint as well as even adding wallpaper, especially to like a hutch or something with an open back that you can see. Adding that little pop of pattern can be so much fun. I recently gave the primary bedroom a little bit of a makeover, and one of my challenges that I gave myself was to not paint the walls. And it's a sort of creamy, warm white, so I definitely wanted to add some color to the space without actually putting paint on the walls. And one of the ways that I was able to bring in some color was by painting the nightstands that I thrifted for the space. I painted them this lovely light green color, and then I did a little bit of like, I don't even know if I want to call it folk art painting on it, but I just gave them just a little bit of a pattern up the sides, and I think that they turned out so cute, and it definitely added a nice little pop of color. Combined with adding a lot of pattern and a lot of blues throughout the rest of the room with like a new rug and a new bedspread, adding that pop of green on the nightstands just really kind of pulled everything together and made the space feel a lot less sort of like boring and too neutral. I also have been seeing a lot of people doing stripes on furniture, which is always really fun. And that's definitely a much more simple sort of painting technique than trying to do the folk art, which as I experience is a lot harder than it looks, unless you want to use a stencil. I do think that using stencils can be really cute, but if you want to just do stripes on furniture, that's nice and easy and pretty affordable because you can create the look with just some painter's tape. Lastly, do not forget the small details. I often feel like the things that truly make a space feel unique to you are those little tiny touches. Trinkets collected on trips or unique treasures you found at the thrift store. There are just certain pieces in my home that anytime I see them, I just think this is me. And I know that even in future moves, whenever I bring those things with me, the spaces will continue to feel like me just because of those little things throughout. Now, collecting those things takes time. There are just certain things that you can't rush when it comes to decorating. No amount of home goods strips will replace that cute little dish that your grandmother bought you for Christmas, or that adorable little side table that you and your best friend found at the flea market. I'm a firm believer that the best spaces are built with memories. So take your time and find pieces that will bring back memories for you time and time again. I hope these ideas sparked some inspiration in you. I truly do believe that there are so many things that you can do to create a beautiful space that doesn't involve painting. So before you jump into committing to painting a room, definitely give a few other things a try and just see what you can do with the space as it already is. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Denio for sponsoring this video. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you next time.